Hello everybody, welcome back. And in today's video I want to get into a very interesting topic. Marvel Cinematic Universe, as you can see, I'm a big fan. The Kang Dynasty and what it was going to become. Right? If we go back to all the way to Loki, Season 1, Loki, and Season 2, we get introduced to this new character. Pretty cool, right? Which they completely fumbled. This could have been an amazing story, right? Where they fight this multiversal threat, right? But because the actor chose to leave, or not leave, but do some bad stuff, completely scrap the character. What now is Doom, Dr. Doom being the new villain. I found that very dumb. They could do whatever they want, of course. With finding reasons of how they changed that, of course. Maybe Doom was too strong and defeated Doom. No, what? Freaking Kang was too... Doom was too strong, right? And defeated Kang. But it was such a good story in Loki, where if they changed the character to Doom, it completely ruins... Well, not completely, because again, they could, change it back to... Or change it however they want to. But it defeats the point of what Loki was. Not fully, because we knew about the TVA, and it changed the way we look at this cinematic universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But looking at other movies...
Hey, talk about Ant-Man Quantumania!
Who said that? Ant-Man in the Quantumania realm, I believe it was called. This movie, you either love it or hate it. I personally liked it a lot. I understand why people didn't like it so much, because it didn't meet their expectations. Get you this, if you expect something to be amazing, then stop expecting. Just watch the movie of what it is and enjoy it. Just because it's a Marvel movie doesn't mean freaking, I don't know, freaking fricker, you know what I'm saying? Like, expect the unexpected, right? And if you expect greater expectations and don't get that, you won't like the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what the movie is, its plot, its story, and what it means to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's great. I liked it a lot. The very small universe between the atoms, whatever, I think it's pretty interesting, right? But going back to Kang, we see him once again, and he is a traveler, and for the longest time, it was believed that he was a good guy, right? By the Ant-Man's suegra, I forgot her name. The Wasp's mom. When she was trapped there, she met this man that claimed to be a traveler, and then realizing that he was a big no-no. Big no-no. So when Ant-Man and the gang try to find the wife, the Wasp's mom, they come across Kang, and Kang with MODOK and his crew and whatnot. We get to see one of the coolest lines, most freaking awesome line. Wait, first Ant-Man says, "I'm an Avenger. Don't make me call the gang. I've killed you before." Like, bro, tell me not that's fire, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just shows how, like, what? He was that powerful? Like, no way. Could have been very great. And then he gets defeated by ants. Are we for real? Who was supposed to be the most strongest man, or one of the strongest men in the multiverse, Conqueror, gets defeated by ants. What? Now I get it, they explain how ants are so smart, and they were sent to this place where time is different and they advance, but to keep it honest with you, that's kind of lazy writing if you ask me. You could have said that for anything, sent people to whatever time, and time works differently there, and now they're so advanced they could defeat anyone, right? Like, I get the critics, and I'm not so against them. But to say that Ant-Man Quantumania was a bad movie is way too much of a stretch. Did they really have to scrap a character just because of an actor? I just find it, if that is the case, I just find it so dumb where, just recast another guy, But nah, you know what? We're just gonna Kobe. It is what it is, you know. But don't get me wrong, I'm super pumped for Doomsday. You know, for sure they're gonna mention what happened to Kang and all the different variants. I'm very looking forward to Doom. He has been very powerful within the comics, and can't wait how they demonstrate that. But I mean, they just had a very great opportunity with Kang, and you know, maybe they'll have a better reputation within Doomsday. You know, Dr. Doom. What's his real name? I forgot his real name. You know what? I forgot his name. You know, Marvel doesn't disappoint. You know, there has been some shows, movies, Miss Marvel, that weren't so great. And talking from a person who has seen absolutely everything about Marvel, and including having comics of my own, it is an amazing franchise. It is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good. I love it. I absolutely love it. And if you loved Endgame, oh boy, I think Doomsday is gonna be exquisite.